Now it's time to invite on stage our fifth contestant. Our fifth contestant tonight is Toastmaster Tamara Tutnjevic, and her speech title is Survive and Thrive. Survive and Thrive, Toastmaster Tamara Tutnjevic.
Madam Contest Chair, ladies and gentlemen. People say it can take only 1 second to change somebody's life. A snap of fingers. Well, I don't know about the seconds, but I can tell you 20 minutes is long enough to turn someone's world upside down. When I was 20 years old, I was just like any other 20-year-old girl. My life was filled with parties, spending time with my boyfriend, having dreams and aspirations. But little did I know that all of that will change forever in only 20 minutes. To escape war, I found myself on a plane, leaving behind everything that mattered to me. My parents, my home, my boyfriend, my whole life. It took 20 years to create me, and only 20 to destroy me. In the months that followed, I had nothing else to hold on to except my memories and my instinct to survive. I was only 20 years old, and life was beaming around me, but I was barely enduring it. I was breathing, but I did not inhale. And then one day, I was so sick of living in the past that I knew it's not going to come back, that I decided to move on and seize a moment, whatever it is. High on desperation, I charged forward, and I made it. I did not only survive. Those were the years in which I found my calling, my best friends, and love of my life. Ladies and gentlemen, we all go through these moments that challenge and define us. Moments in which our whole world comes apart because something terrible has happened that we cannot control or influence, because we reached a sudden realization, or just because something else nudged us to the edge. And just like with any explosion, in those moments, there's a thin line between being consumed by it and being propelled in a new dimension, feeding on the energy that any explosion creates. Finding opportunity in chaos, seeking on adrenaline, and lifting yourself above debris. Well, that's what keeps us surviving and helps us thrive. You see, those moments, as defining and important they are, they can't sustain us for life. And what really matters is what happens in between them. Those small moments that make our lives. How we go through them, what we do for them, that's what makes us really live meaningfully. Recently, or not so recently, I reached another life milestone that really made me think about these things. I turned 40. Please raise your hand if you're 40 and over in the audience. Oh, wow. Thank you. It isn't always easy, isn't it, to say I'm 40? I wasn't exactly excited about it. In fact, I realized I'm not going to get any smarter. I'm not going to get any faster, probably not any slimmer. When you are 20 years old, you are immortal. Death is not an issue. But when you turn 40, your mortality becomes reality again. Along with all the other greeting cards, you get one from Grim Reaper with a very simple inscription: "See you soon." And you realize those first 40 years have gone so quickly, and time is ticking fast. We all have only a limited amount of seconds, minutes, days, months, years of our life. And it's simply wasteful to spend them not in the things that we want to do and love to do. Sometimes when I fight with my wonderful but occasionally extremely annoying husband, I think to myself, okay, we have only limited time left on this earth together. Do I really want to do this now? Or actually I want to kiss him, hug him, love him? Well, you get the picture. Living meaningfully in every moment means reaching deep inside to find what really matters to you. Not 20 years ago, not in 20 years, but now. What do you value the most? What do you want to use your time on? Your kids, your friends. And how are you going to do that when there are so many obstacles? The job you don't like, the money you don't have, the bills you need to pay. Well, we all know it's not easy, but it's not at all impossible. There are many things that we cannot control and influence, but we can adjust our own attitude to life. How we approach life is what helps us survive in times of crisis and helps us feel meaningful and fully alive in every moment. So, ladies and gentlemen, before I stop wasting this unique moment in our lives, let me leave you with a thought and a request. Our life is a collection of small moments that we spend in surviving, enduring, and thriving. And ultimately, we all want to be thriving instead of surviving, living instead of enduring. So tonight, before you go to bed, take a couple of minutes, 20 if you want, but take a couple of minutes to think about, what do you really want? What makes you feel alive? What makes you feel happy? Then hold that thought. Inhale deeply and seize the day. Thank you, Madam Contest Chair.